So today we're going to do an unboxing of the Honor Band 5. This is kind of a new product. I know people have been wanting to get their hands on this, so here it is. And we're going to be comparing this product to a Mi Band 2. I'll get to why the Mi Band 2 in a second, but basically this is what we're going to compare it to. So let's do an unboxing here, and I'll give you some feedback on what I have learned from this so far. So first thing you notice is that it's actually in Chinese. So it says Honor in 5, but the rest is all Chinese. We have some English here, but not enough. So all Chinese on the box. You have some keywords like Bluetooth that are in English, AMOLED, something 50, a swimming guy here in 50, but everything is in Chinese, which is kind of a letdown because when you buy this, it is marketed as the global version. So there is a Chinese version and a global version, and I actually bought the global version, and it is all in Chinese, so I don't know what's global about this. So once you open the box up, it slides out, and you have the band itself. One note here, I thought the presentation of the product was kind of not very substantial considering the presentation you have with the Mi Band. So the Mi Band, when you open it up, you have a nice little presentation of it here. So you can actually see the product, and everything is nicely tucked away in here. So this just comes out of the box, and it's all wrapped, and you don't really get to see the band or anything. So I'm one of those guys that actually likes the presentation. So this was kind of a letdown. The band itself, so here it is. There you can see it, and it has a little protection film right here, which I'm going to remove right now. So let's put that right there. Some codes here, some UPC codes, and here you have the charger. So here is a little charger and a charging cable, which for some reason is white, and the whole band is black, so I don't know why that is. Probably an Apple thing. So let's put this here. And the user manual. Surprise, it's in Chinese. So everything in here is in Chinese except for Huawei and Honor and Bluetooth and 5 volt and some other keywords, but the whole thing is in Chinese. So I don't understand why they don't make this in English and Chinese, since they say this is marketed as a global product. The charger is also in Chinese. And there it is, and the little charging cable. So here is the band itself, and now I'm going to actually get to why I'm comparing this with the Mi Band 2 versus a 3. It's because basically this is my own personal band, and I like these things discreet, and the Mi Band 3, in my opinion, and the other ones are too big right here. So you can see that big bulging screen coming out, and I don't like that. This is actually why I bought the Honor 5, because as you can see, it's flat, it looks nice, and for my personal taste here, I prefer these than the big bulgy ones. I think technology should combine nicely with the looks, not just the functionality. So this is the first band that I actually saw that was colored, had a color display, that I actually like the design of. The other ones were too bulky. So that's why I'm comparing it to this one, which was my replacement for, this was the replacement for this one. So some things that we can notice here off the top. the band is nice, the material looks nice, the visual of it is nice, and we can see that the sensors here compared to the normal Mi Band, the Mi Band 2, they're larger. So this has an oximeter on it, which the Mi Band 2 does not have. This just has the heart rate, so this one actually has oximeter. And the two screens here, as you can see side by side, the Mi Band is much darker. So let me turn this off and let me do that again. So I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, I can see the actual Mi Band screen here, but I don't think you can see it on the camera. And this one is pretty nice. You can see that it's clearer, it's brighter. So you have the basic functionalities of any other smart band. So you swipe up to actually see what's going on. So here we have, let me walk you through this. So here you have the basic face of the band. If you click on it once, you'll see Bluetooth, the battery, and if it's syncing with the cloud. And let me actually zoom in on this. I think it's going to be a little bit better for you guys to see. So hold on. So the screen, let's continue here. So the screen, what we actually have here is the basic information first, like time and steps. You can actually change the screen, this face, the home screen here. And once you click on it, you have the Bluetooth status, the battery, and the cloud sync. So the Bluetooth status, I don't know if you guys can see it there, but it actually blinks right here to show you what's going on with that. And next you have the messages. So this just shows you what messages you've got from your phone, and you can actually program this in the app so that depending, you can get many different apps to actually show notifications on this. What I found about this was that it was kind of messy, and if you get more than a couple of notifications, you just can't keep up with all that's going on this thing. So I would recommend you keep this to a minimum. The minimum apps you can have sending you stuff, this tends to get filled up very fast. This is the steps counter. So anything you just click on, it'll show you more detailed stuff. Okay, so if you want to go back, you just swipe and it goes back. So right here you have the heart rate, the oximeter, Alipay, and your your sleep tracker, and the settings. In the settings you have timer, stopwatch, the faces. So right here you can actually switch between the faces you want. Okay, one thing I did find was that the faces on this were very basic. You couldn't really customize anything on them. So maybe you can, but I still haven't found that. So they were just like pre-made faces that you could just switch between. I didn't really like that. I preferred like a smartwatch thing, which I thought this was going to be. So you have find phone, brightness, screen on, and battery and system. So inside system you have reset, restart, power off, regulatory, and about. So one thing I did not, well, let me start with what I did like. The screen looks nice, it is colored, the icons are nice, the general appearance of it is nice. You have this different type of band here. I thought this was going to be kind of bulky compared to the Mi Band, but it isn't. It's nice. You don't really have a problem with this, with like it being bulky or anything. So that was nice. The material is very nice. I found that you can find customized band for this also, like the Mi Band. Switching between these things are nice. You can have that functionality where when you just turn your arm, the screen comes on. Things I did not like about this charger to actually plug this in at night beside your bed, it's not that easy to, it's kind of, it's not, I guess, that seemed kind of simple, but compared to the Mi Band, where basically all you do is attach it. Let me show you here. So the Mi Band, all you have to do is remove it right here and just attach it to this USB thing and you're set. So I found this to be a little bit not as refined. Plus I've tried this with some different chargers, and some of them, these little USB dongle things right here just slip off. So unless you're using the original one, this tends to come off sometimes. Another thing is battery life. Now I knew the battery life on the color display is way less, but I can get more than a month off of this little thing right here, and I got about a week from this. So for something that has basically the same functionality except for the oximeter, for you to have 1/4 the battery life on the newer technology versus the older technology was kind of a letdown. What else can I give you here? So again, it looks nice, but I'm kind of disappointed that I'm going to have to charge this 4 times as much as this. And basically, one thing that I think these smart band manufacturers should have already gotten up to date with is that most people that are going to buy these aren't necessarily going to buy them to jog or to swim or whatever. A lot of people that buy these just like technology and gadgets and want something like a smartwatch that's going to give you useful information throughout your day. So they should really stop concentrating on just making these things for runners and make them for daily use, because I can tell you that I don't think most people that buy these are runners. You know, for that you have the Garmin's and the more pro-oriented stuff. So I think people that buy these are actually people that like technology and want to use this as a, as you can say, like a daily driver. So we want these things to do more than track your steps and stuff. These things should be intuitive and should kind of organize better your messages and notifications and things like that. Also integration with Google Maps, which is interesting on these smart bands. You can use this for a lot of stuff. And the major letdown for this, all Chinese. So when you first turn this on and install the app, everything is in Chinese. So you kind of have a headache to convert all of this to English. The Alipay I couldn't really get to work, although I added a credit card and everything. It never really worked. So this should be simpler. They should add support for other things like PayPal and things like that. So that was a letdown. You can tell this thing has a lot of potential, and it's seems like they're using like 10% of the potential for the technology. So that is about it. That is my unboxing review of the Honor Band 5. Leave your comments. I'm sure people are going to have a lot of opinions about this, but that's life, so let me know what you think. So again, it's a nice product, but it has a lot of letdowns. Mainly, I think if I got this out of the box and working in English, it would have made my experience less bad. But since I had a lot of headache to get this to work, and plus, when you first turn this on, you have to update the firmware. It takes like half an hour to update the firmware on this thing. So it's not that big firmware, but it takes a long time. And for 2019, that's not what you expect. This thing has firmware updates also, but it's much faster. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So if you like these videos, remember to subscribe to the channel and give us a like if you like this video, and we'll do some more. And that's it, guys. I'll see ya.